Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the wildest moments in daytime television, and today we have an absolute bombshell that's been blowing up everywhere. The headline screaming Joy Behar quits The View after explosive clash with Steve Harvey. Now before anybody comes at me saying this is fake news, let me be very clear. This story started circulating on some satire and gossip pages, got reposted a million times, and now half the internet genuinely believes Joy Behar stormed off the set for good after going toe-to-toe with the one and only Steve Harvey. So we're going to unpack everything we know, everything we don't know, and why this rumor caught fire faster than a California wildfire in July. First, let's set the scene. The View invited Steve Harvey as a guest host because Whoopi Goldberg was out that week, and they wanted a big name to keep the ratings spicy. Steve has filled in before. Everybody knows he's got that old-school comedian energy mixed with Family Feud charm, and normally the ladies love him. But this particular episode, allegedly taped on a Tuesday in late November 2025, supposedly turned into pure chaos within the first 10 minutes. According to the viral posts, the hot topic that day was men refusing to date woke women, and Steve, being Steve, dropped his classic line about how he wants his woman feminine, God-fearing, and submissive. Well, apparently Joy Behar took that as a personal attack on every strong woman who ever lived and reportedly snapped, "Steve, in 2025 we don't do submissive, we do equal partners or nothing at all." And from there it allegedly escalated fast. Now here's where the story gets extra juicy because multiple anonymous insiders quoted on these gossip blogs claim Joy kept pushing, saying Steve was stuck in the 1950s and that his views were the reason divorce rates are through the roof. Steve, never one to back down, allegedly fired back with, "Joy, I've been married 3 times, you've been married twice, maybe we both need to stop giving relationship advice on national television." The audience gasped, the other co-hosts froze, and according to the rumor mill, Joy's face turned the color of her signature red glasses. People swear you could hear a pin drop in that studio. Then, the story goes, Joy stood up, took off her mic pack right there on live television, threw it on the table, and said something along the lines of, "I have spent 27 years on this show fighting for women's rights, and I'm not about to sit here and let a game show host tell us to go back to the kitchen." Cameras allegedly cut to commercial immediately, and when they came back, Ana Navarro was awkwardly solo hosting while Sunny and Alyssa tried to change the subject to holiday recipes. Social media exploded within minutes. Clips of the moments leading up to the mic drop were circulating everywhere, although ABC has since scrubbed every official upload and disabled comments on The View's YouTube channel, which only fueled the speculation that something historic really went down. By the next morning, Joy Behar quits was trending #1 worldwide. Meghan McCain came out of hibernation to tweet finally, and even Elon Musk quote-tweeted a meme of Steve Harvey holding the Family Feud buzzer that said "Submission a broken bar survey says." The official statement from ABC was the most corporate non-answer you've ever heard. "We thank Joy for her years of contribution and wish her the best in future endeavors." That's it. No denial, no confirmation. Just the kind of statement you release when someone is definitely gone. Joy herself went radio silent for 48 hours, which for her is basically a miracle, until she finally posted an Instagram selfie in the Hamptons with the caption "Enjoying the peace and quiet. Thank you for the love." Fans immediately interpreted that as confirmation she walked away for good. Meanwhile, Steve Harvey did his radio show the next day, and instead of addressing it directly, he just played Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" and said, "Sometimes you gotta know when to let people have their moment. The man is smooth as butter, you have to give him that." But behind the scenes, sources told one tabloid that Joy had actually threatened to quit multiple times before over the years, whether it was fights with Meghan, the rosy years, or when they brought on conservative co-hosts. But this time producers allegedly told her, "If you walk, we're not begging you to come back like last time." Now let's talk about the bigger picture because this isn't just about one fight. This is allegedly the culmination of months of tension. Word is Joy had been frustrated with the direction of the show ever since the 2024 election season ended and ratings started slipping against newer, edgier daytime programs. She reportedly hated that they kept bringing on male guest hosts because she felt it diluted the original Women's Roundtable concept Barbara Walters created. Steve Harvey coming in multiple times this season was apparently the last straw. Some crew members leaked that Joy had private meetings with executives saying she felt disrespected and that the younger producers didn't understand what made The View special. Add to that the fact that Joy is 83 years old now. She's been doing this since 1997 with only a brief break, and a lot of people close to her say she's been talking retirement for years but stayed because the paycheck is insane and she loves the platform. But getting publicly dressed down by Steve Harvey in front of millions might have been the moment her pride said enough. And honestly, can you blame her? The clip that's going around, even though it cuts off right before the alleged mic drop, shows Steve pointing at her saying, "Joy, you interrupt everybody, but when somebody finally talks back you can't handle it." The comment section is a war zone, half the people calling Steve a king and the other half saying he ambushed a senior citizen on her own show. Financially this is huge too because Joy Behar has been the second highest paid host after Whoopi for years, reportedly making north of $8 million a season. If she really quit mid-contract, there's either a massive payout happening right now or ABC is about to get sued into the next dimension. Contracts on The View are notoriously ironclad. Remember when Star Jones tried to leave on her own terms and they basically erased her from existence? This could get ugly. There's already speculation about who replaces her permanently. Names being thrown around are Alyssa Farah-Griffin moving to the main seat, Anna Navarro going full-time, or the nuclear option, bringing back Meghan McCain because nothing says chaos like that energy again. Some people even want Amber Rose or Candace Owens just to watch the table burn every single day. Ratings would be through the roof. Let's be honest. Meanwhile, QVC has already reached out to Joy about doing a signature cookware line because apparently when you quit The View in dramatic fashion, the next stop is selling non-stick pans at 3 a.m. That's the American dream right there. So where do we stand as of today, December 5th, 2025? Joy hasn't made an official statement beyond that cryptic Instagram post. ABC is pretending nothing happened, and Steve Harvey is out here living his best life like a man who just won the lottery. The View aired a pre-taped episode today with zero mention of Joy, which is the ultimate confirmation in television world that she's done. Whether she comes back after the holidays with some face-saving story about taking a sabbatical or this is really the end of an era remains to be seen, but one thing is crystal clear: daytime television just lost one of its last true legends in the most dramatic way possible. Joy Behar didn't just leave The View, she allegedly set the table on fire on her way out, and Steve Harvey was holding the match. Love her or hate her, you have to respect the exit. That's going to be talked about for years. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Joy is gone for good, or will she be back after New Year's like nothing happened? And was Steve Harvey out of line or did he just say what everybody was thinking? Like, subscribe, hit the bell, because as soon as either one of them speaks, we'll be here breaking it all down. Until next time, stay messy, y'all.